How's it going, everybody? So I want to present you guys with kind of like a different video here, and I want to say this right off the bat. I'm not going to come at you guys with my usual hyperactive persona, my character, Mega Crasher, and all that stuff. For those of you guys that don't know, yes, I play a character on the channel, so whenever you hear my usual intro of ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Pokemon fans of the world, it is go time with the one and only Mega Crasher. Like, when you hear that intro, you know that I'm in character, but this video is going to be a little bit of a different approach. This video is going to be where I'm out of character because I just want to talk to you guys. I just want to have a heart-to-heart, and I just want to talk. That's all I want to do is just talk. I'm saying talk way too much, so I'm going to get to the point here in this video real quick. Now, with that being said, though, ladies and gentlemen, I did say in my last video, for all intents and purposes, where I was in character and all that stuff, that I was going to be doing a Zapdos raid guide for you guys. For all intents and purposes, that is going to be happening today. Now, keep in mind, I also have a finite amount of time because I did just get home from my 12-hour shift where I'm working healthcare security. And I do have to go back in tonight for yet another 12-hour back shift. And, sometime between now and before I get ready for work, I do have to get some sleep in. The reason I'm not making the video right now, though, is because my mother is sleeping next door to my room, and I don't want to wake her up when I'm in my, my character, because I can get pretty loud when I'm in my character, so it's kind of like a consideration factor on my end for her. But with that being said, though, do expect more in-character videos in the not-too-distant future, including my Zapdos guide. Hope you guys are hyped for that. But anyways, this video right here, it's been on my mind for quite a while now, and with GoFest now ended, we now have next year to look forward to, being Pokemon Go Fest 2019. And the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is that, I've had some mixed feelings about Pokemon Go Fest, like, let's be real, Pokemon Go Fest in 2017, it's just, well, let's just say that, it wasn't exactly what was desired, you know what I'm saying, but this year, it seemed like that it wasn't as bad, like, I didn't hear any sort of, like, majorly bad news from it. In fact, like, I think it probably went, like, good. It went swimmingly, I've been hearing a lot of good things about it, and the thing is that, I'm thinking, seeing all these YouTubers' videos, Pokemaster Holly, Trainer Tips Nick, sorry, God, I butchered that, I'm sorry, man. My friend PokeGirl7, aka Caitlin, shout out to you, by the way. Just so many of these Pokemon Go YouTubers, just getting together, making videos and all that stuff. It's really inspiring, and the thing is, that's one of the reasons why I'm a Pokemon Go YouTuber myself. It's because, I want to, achieve a similar sort of status where it's like, I would have people look up to me and, them, be inspired enough to start their channels and all that stuff, and then, it's kind of like a nice little cycle, but I'm also doing this because I love Pokemon Go. I'm a huge Pokemon Go fan. I have been into it since basically its release. I was a little bit leery about it at first, I didn't want to get into it because I thought, it's a freemium game, yes, but it's like you gotta pay to win almost. But here's the thing, is that Pokemon Go has definitely done a lot of good for me in my life. So here's the thing with Pokemon Go, I could go on for days about how much I love playing Pokemon Go and, just how much I love Pokemon Go in general. But I'm gonna sum it up with just a very few key points right here. Number one, just the overall experience of the game, like, it's a brand new sort of perspective, rather than playing your handheld games where you have a little joystick, you can move your character around, all that stuff. In order for your character to move in Pokemon Go, you have to actually get out and go, like, it encourages you to get up and go, and the thing is that, when you get out more, it's like you meet people, and this game really brings a lot of people together, Because of all that, I've been able to make so many new friends, not to mention a rival as well, being my friend Jonathan, shout out to him as well. I gotta say, Jonathan, he's a character, right? I mean, rough around the edges, yes, but the thing is that he's really a nice guy, and he's just, looking out for you, he's just honest, right? So, the thing is that, even though we're rivals, we're also good friends too, we work at the same place, and he's also gotten me some really, really stellar stuff as well, you know, like, I'm going to go over real quick a very, very, very amazing memory of this game. Like, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the biggest reasons I still play, and that's what you're seeing right here on the screen, is my maxed out 93% IV Lugia. Now, this was back when raids first came out, and this was around the time that, you know, GoFest had just passed over. And the thing is, you know, when it was GoFest 2017, they had released the legendary birds as raid bosses. Now, the thing is that, you know, me being a Pokemon fanboy and all that stuff, right? Like, I was really excited, and, you know, it was kind of like the equivalent of, like, you know, Jonathan was kind of like, you know, big brother Jonathan, and, you know, I was the little brother kind of thing, or, like, just, he knew how excited I was when it came to all that stuff, you know, when him and I arranged to go out, you know, just absolutely crush downtown Halifax with doing a whole bunch of raids and stuff like that. The first ever legendary raid that I'd done was that 93% IV Lugia. Now, the thing is, this was on my really, really crappy phone that lagged a ton, but the thing is that I passed it off to him, and the rest is history. He ended up catching it for me because I was nervous as hell. You know, it's just like, oh man, I don't want to screw this up. It's like, its original CP was 2044, so I knew how good it was. And, you know, the thing is that, like, this right here was not only, you know, a really, really high IV legendary, not only was it one of my all-time favorite Pokemon, you know, aside from being, you know, easily my top 5 favorite legendary Pokemon, but it was a gift from my rival. I'm just like, you know, I swore that I was going to go all the way with it, and, you know, lo and behold, man, it's like, it's maxed out completely, you know. This is something that I would not trade away for anything. Like, you could, like, okay, if Niantic didn't screw trading up, you know, by messing up the IVs and, you know, changing the CPs and all that stuff, and, you know, if the IVs and everything stayed intact, someone could offer me 100 IV shiny legendary Pokemon, and I would say, no dice, man. It's like, I'm sorry, but this Pokemon has a special story behind it. You know, what story am I going to get from this one? You know, it's like, no disrespect, but it's like, you know, this is a very special Pokemon that means a lot to me, and I every single time I tell this story, like, to my friends and all that stuff, I get goosebumps, and right now I'm getting them goosebumps because it's something that really and truly means a lot to me, you know? And just ever since then, it's like I had, you know, just that much more of an appreciation for the people that I have become friends with through playing this game, or have become better friends with through playing this game. And I gotta say that, you know, playing Pokemon Go with Jonathan definitely has given me some memories that I could just go on all day about. But I wanted to share that memory with you guys because that was a memory that really and truly meant a lot to me. Now, you know, the thing is that, you know, Pokemon Go, while it has granted me, you know, a lot of good things, there was a couple of things that, you know, like, that has happened in the past I don't want to get into because I don't want to be, you know, negative Nancy or anything like that, but, you know, it's like, there was a couple of things that Niantic kind of pulled in the past that, didn't really make me think too highly about playing the game. In fact, there was one time that I was pushed to the edge and almost ended up quitting the game, but I'm just like, you know what? No, it's like, I don't want to quit playing what I love, but, you know, at the same time, it was something that, you could say, really opened up my eyes. I'm not gonna go too much in it. Well, actually, there was, okay, I'm gonna come clean right here, you know. Back when I first played Pokemon Go, for those of you guys that know me from my main channel, MegaCrasher, like my main channel with over 6K subscribers and all that stuff, you would know that I was very heavily against GPS spoofing. Like, I looking back, you know, even though I was in character in those videos, like, I came off as an asshole. And you know, the thing is that, looking back, you know, I felt really bad about it, but the thing is that those videos are up there strictly for entertainment, but, you know, the message definitely could have been better put together, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, GPS spoofing is against the rules, and the thing is that, you know, rules are rules. Rules are put in place for reasons, you know? But the thing is that, you know something else that's against the rules would happen to be behavior that is condescending and bullying towards other people, and the thing is that, you know, yeah, it's one thing to be very passionate about the game and all that stuff, But it's another to take it too far and to come off as an elitist, to come off as a bully, things like that. So, you know, again, it's just like I wanted to bring that up because, you know, I wanted to show that, like, I grew up, you know, from my experience of playing this game. Like, even though it's only 2 years, like, 2 years, you know, you can learn a lot in 2 years, you know what I'm saying? And 2 years is a pretty long time. And the thing is that, like, you know, one of the main things that I have learned about this whole experience is play the way you want to play, as long as you're not, you know, harming other people, and harming their experiences. You know, play the way you want to play. Like, yes, you know, GPS spoofing, multiple accounts, you know, use of maps, things like that, they're all against the rules. But the thing is that, like, with how much the rules have fallen by the wayside, it's almost as if Niantic doesn't even care. Because people are having fun playing the game, you know, just as long as, you know, you're not being toxic and bullying about it, because that is also against the rules. I mean, it's, like, it's in their terms of service. You can look it up on their website. But, you know, the thing is that, like, I am someone that accepts all Pokemon Go players from all walks of life, because the thing, you know, I just absolutely love playing Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Go has made me into a better person, you know, like, it sounds a bit weird, yes, but, you know, I've met so many amazing people through playing Pokemon Go, and there's a lot of memories that I could go on for days, but, you know, this video would be, like, hours upon hours long, so, you know, I don't want it to be that long and all that stuff, but, you know, I kind of want to share some of my feelings about Pokemon Go and, you know, my 2 years plus experience with it. Now, I also want to, you know, tell you guys that I have 2 accounts, you know. You guys have probably figured that out because I think, you know, I've might have made mention of it before in previous videos, but to officially come clean, yes, I have 2 accounts. And yes, it's against the rules, but, you know, here's the thing, is that I play only 1 account at a time. You know, sometimes my brother plays my main account, like, just because, you know, to keep my main account occupied, where I work on my alt account, you know. My alt account is level 36, where my main is level 39, you know, like, so they're 2 very, very beefy accounts that can hold their own, you know, no doubt about that, right? Now, obviously, without naming any names, there are, you know, some people that are against the use of multiple accounts, and that's fine, you know, like, if you want to follow the rules and all that stuff, hey, that 100%, you know, total respect. Just the way I see it is, like, you know, don't be preachy about it. Don't, you know, don't condescend other people and make them feel bad, you know, when they're just playing the game the way that they want. And, you know, as long as they're not doing anything to harm and compromise the experience of other players, then it's like, let them play the way they want, you know? If Niantic wants to deal with them, then they'll deal with them, you know? Like, there's YouTubers that are really open about the use of multiple accounts, the use of spoofing and all that stuff, and, you know, they're still playing. So I'm thinking that, you know, as long as those aren't being taken too far, like if you don't have, like, say, you know, 6 accounts, you know, you're loading up a whole bunch of gyms with all 6 of your accounts, you know, not getting giving other players any room to get their coins in the gyms and all that stuff. And, you know, as long as you're not, you know, spoofing to knock down gyms, you know, gray them out and all that stuff, and, you know, to be a douchebag and stuff like that, then it's like, okay, what's really the problem with you know, the use of multiple accounts, the use of spoofing and all that stuff? You know, if you're doing it to help out other people, that's one thing. That is, you know, yeah, again, it's against the rules, but me personally, I don't think it's a big deal, you know. If I'm going to be completely honest, it's like, I don't think things like spoofing, things like multiple accounts, the use of maps, you know, I really don't think all those are that big a deal. I mean, the thing is that, you know, I've done all that myself, you know, well, with the exception of spoofing. Like, I won't lie, I've, you know, tried the idea of spoofing, but, you know, I failed miserably, right? But it's like, you know what, it's like, I'm much better off not spoofing. I'm better off playing, you know, the way that I have always played, and that's, you know, going out and playing and all that stuff. And to be honest with you, it's actually more enjoyable doing it that way. You know, people, you know, it's a way for me to see my friends and, you know, help them out in raids and things like that. It'd be more of a help, though, if I had another device to be able to use both my accounts to, you know, be an even better, you know, you could say weapon when it comes to raids. Like, say if, you know, you're battling a legendary Pokemon, say Regice or whatever, you know, because, you know, Regice is out right now, and I think it takes about 5 to 6 players to have a good opportunity to take down Regice. But say if there's only 4 players and they had 1 account each, but me, it's like I have 2 accounts, so it's like, you know, we might have a chance at this thing, you know what I'm saying? You know, just to kind of put into perspective that, you know, someone with multiple accounts, you know, they aren't exactly the villains, right? So I just kind of want to put that out there that, you know, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a player based on how they play. So much so as long as they aren't going out of their way to be hurtful towards other players, you know. If they're doing it to be hurtful towards other players, then yes, okay, it needs to be addressed. But, you know, if that's not taking place, if that's not happening, then, you know, just let sleeping dogs lie, so to speak. So I kind of got off into a bit of a ramble there, so I apologize for that. But basically, you know, to sum everything up, because of this game, I have made so many friends. I have a lot of amazing memories, including the one that I shared in detail for you guys, being my Lugia that Jonathan had caught for me. And, you know, there's one small other fact that I want to drop when it comes to Lugia and stuff like that. I have 100% IV Lugia that, you know, I caught, but it's just like, you know what? It's like, yeah, it's a trophy. I already have my, you could say, 100% Lugia, which, you know, it's 100% to me. You know, it's a 93% IV, but it's 100% to me. It might as well be 100%, you know? It's like, I don't think 7 IV points are really going to make that much a difference, and, you know, it's something that I went all the way with, so it's like, I'm going to keep going all the way with it, you know, provided, of course, that Niantic raises the level cap and all that stuff. But, anyways, though, guys, that's going to wrap it up for that portion of the video, but I wanted to talk a little bit about GoFest 2019. So, the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is that, you know, this GoFest pass, you know, I've seen a lot of posts, a lot of videos of people sharing their experiences at GoFest, and the thing is that it really, really is inspirational, and it warms my heart. It makes me feel so happy and so proud that people have come a long way, you know, and I gotta say that it's, you know, it's part of this game, and this game has also come a long way too. I mean, yes, you know, people still have issues with it and all that stuff, including me. You know, I'm only human at the end of the day. It's like the game's not perfect, but, you know, it's perfect enough that I'll keep playing it, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, is that GoFest 2019, I want to go to it. I want to go to Pokemon Go Fest 2019. Yeah, there, I said it. You know, I came out of the Pokemon Go Fest closet, so to speak. I want to go to Go Fest 2019. Now, here's the thing. How am I going to go about it? Well, number one, I got to save that chingle, you know what I'm saying? I got to save that money. But see, here's the thing, is that I don't want to go just to experience the event itself. I want to go to meet people, you know? I want to go to meet some of my favorite Pokemon Go YouTubers, you know? Including my top 3 personal favorites, being Pro Planty, Prodigy's Nations, and my friend Caitlin, aka PokeGirl7, you know? And I can honestly say that, you know, her friendship with me really means a lot to me, you know? It really does. You know, I won't go too much into detail because, you know, I don't want to get into another story spiraling into a rant and all that stuff. But basically, you know, to keep a long story short, you know, it all started, our interaction with each other all started over a small little misunderstanding. But we cleared it up. We both apologized to each other, and we became good friends right thereafter. And see, here's the thing, is that another reason why I value this friendship is that it because of how it came about, you know? It's like, the fact that we were able to resolve our issue just like that, it honestly just goes to show just how valuable and how strong this friendship is. And the thing is that PokeGirl7, she's definitely someone that I want to meet, you know, maybe even do some Pokemon Go collaborations, you know, like, I think that would be absolutely amazing to do, because I think that, you know, with her personality and, you know, her persona and all that stuff, like, her style that she has when it comes to her videos, and you contrast that with my style and all that stuff, I think it would make a very, very interesting and fun sort of little mixture, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, to be able to do, like, a mega collaboration, like, with a bunch of other up-and-coming Pokemon Go YouTubers, Oh my god, that would be absolutely amazing. Like, oh my god. I would absolutely love that. It would be so awesome to be able to do something like that, you know? Like, oh man, just thinking about that gives me goosebumps, and it gives me the good kind of goosebumps, you know? It really just kind of makes me burst with joy and with happiness when it comes to thinking about that idea and stuff. And you know, here's the thing, is I never say never, you know? Like, if GoFest 2019 happens, and if I happen to be there, man, oh man, it's gonna be good. I can honestly say that I cannot wait for next year, you know, provided if I go or not. I can honestly say that, you know, I very much look forward to whatever Pokemon Go puts out in front of us, you know. Obviously, there's gonna be things that leaves room for desire and all that. But hey, you know what? Niantic and Pokemon Go, you know, they're alright in my books, you know, aside from the fact that, you know, trading, they really screwed up the trading thing, like, just damn, man. Yeah, that was something I was really honestly looking forward to, and here's the thing, is that I do understand why Niantic implemented trading the way they did, like, the stipulations and all that stuff, but I mean, come on, it's like, honestly, it's like, I just wanted to pass my 100 IV Ho-Oh to my brother as a gift, because my brother is absolutely, he's a Ho-Oh fanatic. He loves Ho-Oh, you know, it's a spirit Pokemon, and he was going to trade me his 100 IV Rayquaza that he maxed out as well as a gift to me, because, you know, Hoenn is my favorite region, and the thing is also is that I have 100 IV Groudon, 200 IV Kyogres, and a 96% shiny. So, I mean, the only thing that I'm missing is 100 IV Rayquaza, and I would have the whole set of, you know, the legendary trio, so to speak. I mean, well, technically speaking, you know, there's also Regirock, Registeel, Regice, Latios, Jirachi, Deoxys, but you guys get the idea. I'm talking about the title legendaries, like the big boys, the big guns, you know, whoof, kind of thing, you know? The kind of big guns that make, you know, these guns look like, you know, little toy guns, you know? But anyways, though, guys, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I apologize for this video being a little bit long. This was kind of on the spot, even though I had thought about this for a while. Didn't prepare, you know, any sort of script or cliff notes or anything like that. Probably should have done that, you know, hindsight being 2020, but you know what? It's like, it is what it is, you know. If the video's a little too long for you guys, you know, feel free to skip ahead a little bit, or, you know, pause and come back later to finish the rest. Who knows? But if you made it up to this point, kudos to you. You know, comment down below and let me know that you made it to the end. And I just want to say thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you guys very much for listening to me and hearing me out. And also, thank you guys so very much for allowing me to share my Pokemon Go experience with all of you. And here's to year 3 of playing Pokemon Go, so I can't wait to share more adventures with you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next upload. Take care, and much love to you.